Good morning, my friends. Jill Ortiz here in my Empowered Fitness community for women over 40 looking to get energized, confident, and strong. Happy Monday. I love Mondays. Number one, because I just dropped my kids off at camp, so they're gone all day and I don't have to feed them and I don't have to deal with them. And I love Mondays because Mondays I always think about motivation and what motivates me and what will motivate you for a change, because that's what truly brings me joy in this life, is helping you create change that helps you become more energized, confident, and strong. And so if you're new to my community, welcome. It's so good to have you here, and I hope you'll watch this Motivation Monday and all the Motivation Mondays to come. On Wednesday, you'll meet me back here at noon Eastern. I do Wednesday Q&A sessions. And I want you to come this Wednesday because next Monday, my family and I are heading to Italy for 2 weeks. And so I'm not sure yet what the situation will be there, but I will try to stay on schedule with motivating and teaching and educating you, but we shall have to see how that goes and what the internet situation is and what our plans are with our travel and our activities and whatnot. But so today, I change it up every week for those of you who are new. Today's theme is treating your body and treating yourself like an athlete and taking care of your body like an athlete would. And what that does is when we take good care of ourselves, we feel better, we feel confident, we feel energized, we feel in alignment. And good things happen when we're in alignment and taking care of ourselves. And what inspired this was all of the amazing athletics that I watched this weekend. And, it was incredible how much, there's been so many amazing sports things on recently. Tennis. I can't believe how much tennis I watched yesterday. That was a very long match, but just incredible seeing the endurance of both athletes. I watched the men's. I know the women's were on as well, but I missed that. But, watching Sinner and Alcaraz, both of them, just the endurance, the desire, how fit they are. I watched a little bit of golf yesterday. Actually a lot of golf because that went into it. I think it was a 4-hole playoff. Everything went long yesterday. And then I also watched till the very, very end of, I was flipping between the Tonys and the Red Sox Yankee game because I'm from Boston and the Yankees are our biggest rivals. And watching that was a fantastic game. That the Red Sox had 5 home runs to Aaron Judge's 2. And so just in watching all of these amazing athletic feats and just watching sports all day long, while working, of course. And I'll tell you one more thing I did yesterday. It just, athletes have discipline, right? You gotta have discipline to be at that level. They have this desire to do what's good for their body because they need their body to succeed at their sport, right? So what I did, my husband had gotten me a massage for Mother's Day. And so in the morning yesterday, he said to me, he's like, I'm going to go for a massage. And I said, oh, I should probably schedule a massage for myself as well. And so I went in and I said to this gentleman, I said, well, I just got off a cruise. And on the cruise, I did this foot analysis and I went to stretching classes. And I went and they did this foot analysis and I did it twice. And both times the gentlemen who were running the classes, as soon as they saw, you basically step across this ink pad. You don't get your foot dirty, but there's plastic over it. And it shows you where the pressure is that you put on your foot. Based on that, they tell you where you're tight and out of alignment. So they both said, wow, shoulders, neck, head, neck, and shoulders. And I was like, yeah. Tell me about it. I'm always on my computer. We're always on our phones. I do a lot of, upper body strength work. And to be quite honest, I do not stretch enough, like many people. And so I'm doing some very devoted time now to yoga and stretching and getting my mobility back. And so I went yesterday for this massage. I went for the 90 minutes, and he said, you need a lot more work than this 90 minutes. And so it just felt good, though, to take care of my body. And then when you leave a massage, the best thing you can do is flush out all the toxins, right? And so I'm drinking tons of water, and I'm eating really healthy, and just saying to myself, you know, I kind of got fixed, right? And I need to treat my body right. And then I wake up this morning, I'm saying I really want to treat my body well and feel good. And the same thing, you know, who inspires me this week as well, in just a little while, in 20 minutes, I have my first session with my newest client, and she's 10. And her parents, you know, came to me asking for help for her. It's interesting because they have a daughter who needs help to lose some weight, and they have a son who needs help gaining weight. This is a very hard dynamic to have these two children who are on the opposite sides of the spectrum. And so we're going to help them both in their own way. But it's interesting, and it's a delicate situation when you're teaching young children, all the way, you know, I've taught elementary, middle school, high school girls, and it's so important that we really stress the good things that taking care of our bodies do for our bodies, our brains, right? And so really emphasizing just having great energy, feeling excited about the day, feeling in a good mood, not being tired, not being cranky, and also growing confidence and feeling really confident and good about yourself in order to relate well with other people, to have a clear mind for school, and to do best in your sports and in all of the things that you do. And so we have to really focus on the good, positive things that taking care of our bodies does, as opposed to creating a negative connection, saying, well, if you don't do this, then you're going to feel this and you're going to look this way and nobody's going to, you know, want to hang out with you. And if you, you know, eat this, then it's going to make you fat, and just creating negative connections. Instead, we need to really focus on the positive stuff, right? And so what can we add, and what can we fill our diets with, and what can we fill our days with that serves us? And so it's possible that what's missing right now is just not enough of the good stuff, right? So what can we add? And it's like, oh my gosh, how do I add another thing to my plate? Well, what happens when we add all these good things and we add more good foods? We don't have room for those less serving foods, right? Not bad foods, but the foods that don't serve us as well. And when we are out doing activities, we don't have as much time for activities that don't serve us as well. And so same thing with thoughts. If we're listening to positive podcasts and upbeat music and fun books that make us excited, then we don't have time to listen to the negatives, right, of the news and, you know, sometimes social media, and all the, you know, the other influences. And so I want to encourage you, number one, to fill your life with more good things, right? Maybe take on one of my challenges, have a call with me. I've given you the link here to set up a call with me this week. It's got to be this week because I'm going to Italy for 2 weeks. So, you know, between now and Sunday morning, because we're going to do Father's Day stuff in the afternoon, set up a time with me to chat, and we can talk about what do we need to add? What do we need to do for you? And then treating your body like these athletes do, right? Let's do good things, because when we do good things for ourselves, good things come of it, right? And you're going to notice the changes when you start doing these things. It's going to reward you. And perhaps you're not being rewarded right now because you're not doing all the things that will make you feel in alignment and full of energy, confidence, and strength, right? So we can take baby steps, we can take big steps. It's important that we meet you where you're at and that we start making those positive changes. So I hope that helps inspire you a little bit to make some good choices today, at least today, right? Make them today and then make them again tomorrow. And when we string these together, great things will happen over time. So get in touch and book a call with me if you'd like to we do free game plan calls. They're about 45 minutes. And all you have to do is find a spot on my calendar and we can start making a really great plan for you to start seeing the changes that you want to see. All right. I will see you back here on Wednesday at noon Eastern for our Q&A session. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful week. And again, congratulations to all the amazing ladies who've achieved great things in my community. We've got a lot of ladies who've finished programs this past week and are starting new ones today. And we've got ladies who are finishing the last week of a program. We've got a few ladies who are in the menopause makeover who are going to take on that this week, do our Kickstart cleanse this week. If you missed it, we have Erica who lost 5 pounds on the Kickstart cleanse this week. So many great things happening in our community, and I just wanted to celebrate that. So feels good to have some wins. So let's get you a quick win this week, okay? All right, have a great day. Bye.